In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can use LEGO Education's WeDo 2.0 to further our understanding of sequencing. It may be that in your classroom you've explored sequencing either using WeDo and the send message block and receive message block, or you may have explored it in programs such as Scratch, where it's called broadcasting. In the scenario I've got set up here, we're actually using 3 iPads and 3 WeDo models. This is because we can use the send and receive message blocks across iPads. Now, it's important to remember that if you're going to be looking at this in your classroom, that all of your devices need to be on the same wireless network in order for them to communicate. So let's see what happens when I press play on my first iPad, and then we'll talk through how we actually achieve this. So as you can see, when one program string finished, that passed a message onto the next iPad, which started the second program string. That then passed a message onto the last iPad, which started that program string. So if we look at that in more detail and a bit closer, you're now viewing iPad number 1, and you can see that the send message block at the end of the program string says go sat. That's going to pass the message on to the satellite model. If we then look at the second iPad screen, you can see that the receive block is also called go sat. So that knows that it's receiving the same message that is being sent from iPad number 1, and that little program string there will perform a function on the satellite model. The send message block in that program string simply says Milo, and if we now look at our third iPad screen, you can see that the receive message block also says Milo, and that's going to perform an action on our Milo model. Let's just run that one more time so you can see it in action. So there we've got our little fan going around for 3 seconds. It's sent the message on to the satellite. That's moving around. It's sent the message on to Milo, and away he goes. So that's just a really simple way of exploring sequencing across several devices. So not only can children explore the concept of sequencing further in a really fun and creative hands-on way, but we're also starting to think about how networks operate and how information is passed through a local network from one device to another. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm sure when your students are introduced to this concept, they're going to have great fun exploring it.